Yeah, I'm a man on the edge, don't wanna push me. You better check where you step, don't wanna cross me. No, no. They try to wrestle me down, but I'm the bigger man.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm back with another power video. If you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you love power, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, like the video, leave your comments below. Now, let's talk about it. Let's talk about your boy Dre. You see the title. What do you think? Should your boy Dre just told Ghost about Kanan in the first place? Do you think he should have told Ghost about Kanan? Was it really worth it? Was it really worth not telling Ghost about your boy? You know what I'm saying? After all the shit Ghost did for Dre, he didn't turn on Dre or nothing like that. He really was just trying to help Dre out. And Dre said, you know what? I'm not going to tell you about Kanan at all. Now, we already know what Dre's doing. He's working with the M&S family. You know, he decided to turn on Ghost and Tommy and do his own thing. And he also decided to turn on Kanan. You know what I'm saying? So if he was going to decide to turn on Kanan, why not just tell Ghost in the first place? You know what I'm saying? Ghost don't want to be in the damn drug game. He wasn't going to be a threat to you. The threat was Tommy. You see, you had to deal with Tommy. So like I said, do you believe Dre should have just told Ghost about Kanan? Because if he would have did that, maybe Rainy would be here. Maybe all this shit probably wouldn't happen. I mean, that's a big maybe. But Dre had the opportunity, many opportunities to do it. Why did Dre do it? That's the big question. And I just feel like you guys, a lot of fans say, you know, Dre, he didn't want his daughter to get hurt or nothing like that. I think it's bigger than that, man. He had fear of Kanan, and we know that. We've seen that. To this day, he still has that fear of Kanan. But Dre wanted something else, and that's the power. He wanted the control. He wanted to be the alpha. He was tired of waiting on everybody. You know, he came from nothing to something. He learned from Ghost and Kanan, you know, how to run this business. He learned from these guys. Now, with Kanan pretty much was holding Dre, pushing him around, you know, beating his ass, you know, pimping him out, you know, getting money from him every week, disrespecting him. And he still didn't turn. Like, he still didn't tell on him. Just think about all the shit that Kanan did to Dre, and Dre still did not tell. He could have easily just said, look, Ghost, you know, your boy Kanan is back, man. Like, he's back. He ain't dead. We gotta figure out something. You know, he's threatened my daughter. I mean, what can we do about this? But Dre didn't want to do that. He wanted to play these cards to the end. He wanted to, you know, do this shit, ride it out. Ride it out. Now, Courtney Kim has said this. He said that everything Dre has done is going to come back and hunt him. Because he wanted all this power. Now he's going to have to deal with the consequences of not telling. What would you have done if you was in Dre's shoes? Would you just have told Ghost, the guy that helped you out, took you off the block, gave you an opportunity to make a lot of money, legit, didn't do nothing dirty to you, you know, looked out for you, put you in suits, gave you a knowledge, and gave you connects to Karen Bassett and all these clubs, did nothing but help you? Would you have just told him, or would you just have did the same shit Dre did? Because Dre just pretty much screwed himself over. Now, I know a lot of people say Dre didn't really have to tell Kanan. I mean, you're right. He didn't really have to tell Kanan anything. I felt like Dre was just like, shit, fuck them. That's his kid. That's their business. I'm trying to be in control. You know, I ain't really worrying about them. I'm trying to get this money. I'm trying to get this paper. I'm trying to sell these drugs. You know what I'm saying? That's their kids and shit. I don't care about none of them. I mean, he at a time he was trying to be loyal to Tyreek or whatever. Tyreek knew his secrets and everything like that. And you know, but Dre, he was just like, fuck all of it. He didn't care, man. This is the dude that did not care at all about telling the truth. Because he wanted so much power and he wanted to be in control. I just don't know how how Dre thought he can get away with all this shit. How did he think he can get away with all this shit? Now, I don't know if this was Dre, if this was his full plan. I don't know if this was his full plan. I feel like he probably still was going to try to work with Kanan still somehow, some way. Then probably take him out later on. But we know that Cristobal tried to take Kanan out. That's what Cristobal wanted to do. I'm pretty sure Dre has something to do with that as well. But Dre, man, he just a weird character, man. He plotted a plan. Yes, he was underestimated. He still is underestimated. But he could have killed a lot of, I think he could have killed two birds with one stone by just telling Ghost in the first place. And they could have figured out a plan to take out Kanan or handle Kanan. Dre would have nothing to worry about for us, his daughter or nothing like that. And he'd be cool. A lot of fans said that Ghost promised Dre a higher position. And I think Ghost would have gave him a higher position and everything like that. But we all know Ghost is legit. He's not trying to sell drugs. And that's what I think the issue came in at. Dre wanted more. He wanted more. He didn't want to just keep doing the club shit. He wanted to make more. And a lot of people was in his way, including Kanan, including Tommy. And that's why he plotted and planned against those two. And now it's backfired on him. It's backfired on him. Now it looks like Dre is the mastermind and the bad guy. In reality, it's Kanan for real. It's Kanan. Kanan is the one that did all this shit. If he had just told him, it would have been cool. But then when you start really thinking about it, is Kanan really the bad guy? Because Kanan just getting payback from getting screwed over from Ghost. You see what I'm saying? So you got to look at it from different perspectives. Because some people say that Kanan ain't the bad guy. And I honestly agree. I don't think he is. But the way they write this show, we all know the way the show is written, it makes it seem like Kanan is the bad guy. But in reality, he's the one that got screwed over from the get-go. So this is just all consequences just coming back. But that had nothing to do with Dre. I feel like Dre, he could have said some shit and it could have saved his life that's if he don't die or whatever. But it could have saved him a lot of stress. A lot of stress. I feel like the whole Tommy shit, he could have played that shit way better. He think he had to do it like this. I guess so. I guess he really thought he had to do it like this. He felt like, if you go back in season 4, Dre just felt like he was being put on the back burner. He felt like, okay, Julio got that position. I got to take Julio out. Tommy pretty much keep playing me. And, I kind of understand where Dre's coming from. He felt like Tommy kept playing him. You know what I'm saying? But it's expected for Tommy to do that because Julio's put in that work. And they got that relationship. Dre had to prove himself. But Dre, he proved himself to Ghost in a way, but not to Tommy. So Tommy's like, screw that. You gonna do what I tell you to do. And Dre was like, you know what? Nah, I got my own plan. Y'all ain't gonna keep putting me on the back burner. You got Julio being distro and all this shit. No, I got a plan. And I'm gonna roll with my plan and it's gonna work. And I'm gonna be on top. I'm gonna be the top dog. And I'm gonna take out Kanan. I'm gonna take out Tommy. And if I got to, I'll take out Ghost if I had to. That's what I think Dre's thinking. But in reality, I don't really think Dre wanted to even had nothing to do with Ghost as far as hurting him. I think he wanted to get Tommy out the picture and ultimately get your boy Kanan out the picture and run the drug game. That's what I think Dre wants to do. But I could be wrong, man. I could be wrong. But you guys let me know what you think about your boy Dre. Do you think he should have just told Ghost in the first place? Because if he would have told him, he probably won't be in all this bullshit. This is a war that Dre clearly stated that if Tommy Ghost know about this shit, it's over. This is exactly what he told Cristobal. He said, man, if they find out about this shit, it's a war that we both gonna lose, man. This is exactly what he said. He told Cristobal that. So this is a war that Dre's gonna lose at the end of the day. He don't have that confidence because he know when them two is hooked up, and then you add Kanan to the picture, it's going to be bad things happening. And it's going to be a lot of bodies dropping in season 5. But you guys let me know, man. Leave your comments below. Keep supporting your boy, and I will continue to bring you more power content later this week. But I'm going to get on out of here, man. It's your boy, Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.
Western road flows, my confidence level getting settled. Don't get hyped for the moment, then start to backpedal. Don't let your newfound fame fool you, cloud up your judgment to talk loosely. I really do this, been flowing stupid since Vince Carter was on some through the legs arm and a hoop shit. Drinking hypnotic with Glenn Lewis.